There we go. Breathe with it. Let it soften, let it help soften and soothe. Releasing the jaw, all the tension and tightness. I promise you, all this stuff will still be there. We have everything so tightly wound up. We can release it for a few minutes and it'll still be intact. Welcome to Zenful Conversations. Thanks so much for coming by. Thanks for sharing your lovely energy in this community. So sometimes, a lot of times, not that we're dependent on other people's actions to make us happy or not happy, but sometimes other people that we love, their actions hurt us or disturb us in some sense. And sometimes people we love have real hard illnesses to deal with. And we want to, it'd be nice if we could take it away and fix it. So even if there's something like that going on, to where you care deeply about somebody and can't fix whatever it is, because that's not our job to do, releasing the worrying, letting go, and dropping into your breath and receiving the message. This year, the conversation is asking us to drop everything momentarily to hear this profound message this year. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo is the book we're following this year. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. This New York Times bestseller is described as having the life you want by being present to the life you have. And we all have these things, sometimes more than others. I'm thankful for my practice because I remember a time when I didn't have one, and I was in denial and in a sad state for a long time. Which led to my practice, which is kind of what I think some of what Mark is saying in his book to us this year, and his message to us. Let's stop this chitter chatter. We're here every single day having these conversations. Thanks again for being here. The message we're offered for this day number 1869 is titled The Creator's Cycle. The Creator's Cycle. We survive, and then we die. That's an Ojibwe elder. Nothing escapes the Creator's cycle. Not plants, horses, trees, birds, or human beings. Not the life of the mind, not the life of the heart, not the life of the spirit. All living things emerge, gather, spark new life, fall apart, die, and emerge in new ways. Ain't none of us getting out of here alive. Each soul is a gust of God's breath, unfolding in the great energy that surrounds us like an ever-moving stream. The goal is not to cheat death, but to live in the stream with a humility and an aliveness that only an acceptance of death can release. No, we're gonna die and live like heck. When we try to deny death, we can grow sick from frantically chasing any challenge that will occupy our minds. In living the other extreme, we can grow sick from thinking only of death, from letting death be all that we see. This makes a sad career of fear. Beyond all design and desire, we survive. And like stones that are eroded by forces that can never be seen or stopped, our reward is the pain and wonder of bearing our inner beauty to the sky. What we carry deep within, if we live honestly, will inevitably be worn outwardly. The experience of living this fully has nothing to do with removing ourselves from the Creator's cycle. Too often we struggle stubbornly in an attempt to protect ourselves from the friction of being alive, when it is precisely that friction that works our spirit into a seeable gem. We are more malleable than we think, more durable and changeable than all hope. Thin and fragrant petals do not hide from the wind. They survive to die and break ground again. Even within one life, we shed and reroot many, many, many times. I have been 1,000 women. We break, bleed, and rearrange into yet another beautiful thing that learns how to reach. Resisting this process doubles our pain. Thinking our way through it is the source of wisdom and beauty. Take a deep breath. I'm going to read a poem. Short one. It's by, I believe it's Emery Hall. I have been 1,000 different women. Make peace with all the women you once were. Lay flowers at their feet. Offer them incense and honey and forgiveness. Honor them and give them your silence. Listen. Bless them and let them be. For they are the bones of the temple you sit in now, for they are the rivers of wisdom leading you toward the sea. I have been 1,000 different women. This is new life. This is, we have been 1,000 different women. Though we don't understand the passing of this one, perhaps as different we might feel that he's talking about today. But even within one life, he says it, we shed and reroot. We break, bleed, and rearrange into yet another beautiful thing that learns how to reach. Resisting this process only doubles our pain. How many times have we come up where resistance has been, our own resistance has been one of our hugest challenges, the whole part of the resistance to things, the resistance to letting something go. Oh, let it go, he was an idiot. What's our resistance? It's not hurting anybody else but us. Thinking our way through it is the source of wisdom and beauty. The meditation that were offered by Mark says to, what is your greatest fear about dying? What is your greatest fear about dying? What is your greatest fear about living? Do these fears have anything in common? How would you shape your life if you did not have these fears? And what if you shaped your life in this way anyway? Beautiful. Please visit Zenful Conversations. Check out the scoop on what's going on. And hey, the ladies on her. Eileen, Mary, MJ, miss you, MJ. Yeah, ladies, have a beautiful week. Thank you so much for coming by, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Namaste. Namaste.